Keep on right.
Alright, I'm done this time. I'm done.
Keep on
rocking
in the freeway. No, seriously. All right.
Seriously, we're done now.
All right, let's start it. All right, 3, 2.
Keep on rocking. Alright, that's good. That's good.
Keep on. Shout out Neil Young, man.
Yeah, let's start the video.
All right.
Keep on rocking.
Hey, they say that I'm talking a whole lot of trash. I'm sitting and thinking like, who knew? I know that you seen us on rappers react. They talking about us on YouTube. Hollywood 6, it look like I do magic. Maybe he's practicing voodoo. I'm hearing you're getting a lot of attention. Well, I'm here to say that we do to deliver the rubbish.
What's going on, everybody? We're back with another segment of Rappers React. Smoked out.
What up?
I've got some trivia for you.
Oh, what you got?
The aurora borealis is northern lights is most commonly observed in which country?
U.S. Maybe Canada is probably a little better. No? What country would get it better than us? I mean, it's going to be in the northern hemisphere, obviously. Is it in Europe?
Yes.
Eastern or Western Europe, probably, right?
Like Eastern.
Russia?
No.
Okay.
Nor is in there actually.
Norway?
There you go.
Yeah.
How
about Western?
Yeah, I was gonna say middle because it's kind of like right there. But
yeah.
All right, what type of fat was margarine first made from in the U.S.?
Oh, probably pig, right?
That's what I thought. I think that might be what it is now, but
is it beef?
You're correct, my friend.
Huh.
You're correct. All right, how about this? What language was left unpunctuated until the modern age?
Oh, Latin? I don't know. Who does not use punctuation?
Or until the modern age.
Or until the modern age. Did English not have punctuation? Let's go with French.
Incorrect.
Let's go with Spanish.
Incorrect.
Let's go with Farsi.
Just keep going. Keep
Oh,
on
Russian.
rocking in the free world.
I don't know. What is it?
Japanese.
Japanese. They didn't have punctuation until recently, huh?
Interesting. All right. I'm sure there's many football, basketball players with this last name. It's a last name. It's hard for me to get you to guess it, but hey, I'm dribbling up and down the basketball
Court.
A last name that kind of starts with court.
Cortland. Court.
A blank dispenser, candy.
Pez.
All right, so
Cortez.
okay. One of the most common words in English language.
Of or and.
Another one.
Is.
Another one.
A.
Common word in English language.
The.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Cereal.
Killer. Cortez the Killer.
You got it, my friend.
Right.
Guys, before we get started, please do us a big favor. Yeah, please hit that thumbs up button. Guys, please subscribe to the channel.
And for God's sake, leave us a comment and tell us what you react to next. That's how we get ideas for these videos. Comes directly from you. Right down in the comment section and over on Patreon. And today, we have another wonderful suggestion from one of our wonderful Patreon members who goes by the name of the Philosopher King.
Yes, shout out to you, the Philosopher King, because you are a loyal Patreon member, my friend. Again, guys, get your video played here today. Become a Patreon member. More on that later in the video. But the Philosopher King has said, man, y'all's last reaction to Keep on Rocking in the Free World by Neil Young. It was a never-ending good time.
Yeah, it was.
So now we are back on some good old Neil.
Yeah, Neil. Now this sounds like it's going to be a story about somebody, right?
I was thinking you might have was going to say, oh, this is about a certain serial killer that you
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
There might have actually been one named Cortez. I can't think of it right offhand, though.
Cortez sounded like a hood dude.
That was like Cortez the Explorer? Cortez the Conqueror?
But was there a Cortez the Killer?
Yeah, well, I'm sure. If you're a conqueror, you probably were.
100%. Now, Neil is known. Oh, I'm sorry, man, but if y'all haven't seen our reaction to Keep on Rocking the Free World, go check that reaction out.
Oh, yeah, that's hilarious.
It was such a good one, man.
Yeah, it was epic.
Do you think we get a live version today, or is this gonna be a story about a?
That's a good question. Yeah, I mean, do the story songs really go over as well live? Unless you're like Nightwish or something.
Yeah, a Rush.
Yeah. Yeah, in the cases like that, what else do you have?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably an album version.
Smoked up.
What up?
Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Oh, that's an interesting album cover there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Does she only have one butt cheek?
And a very. nothing wrong with this song.
Not at all.
Nothing. God. Damn.
That's a great blues track right there.
Nothing wrong with this song, man.
Yeah.
It's when it first came on, I was thinking this might just be an instrumental,
I thought that too.
and I would have been totally fine with it.
Yeah,
I'd have
absolutely.
been totally fine with it, dude.
Yeah. But I guess he had to add something to convey what he was longing for. Because in blues, you're sad, you know, and you need to give a reason why you're sad.
See, Trash Talkers, the Philosopher King. Please go check out a song called "A Tear for Eddie" by Ween. I would not be surprised if they got inspiration by this because it has that bluesy guitar, that bluesy sound, and in "A Tear for Eddie," there's no lyrics, and it's like the music speaks to you. It's like and there's no. It's a 6-minute song, says no words in it, but just the title is all I need, or from what I see is "A Tear for Eddie." So in my eyes, I'm hearing this guitar cry, and I'm thinking it's got to be a farewell to a friend or something.
Have we covered "A Tear for Eddie"?
We have covered "A Tear for Eddie."
I thought so.
Remember,
yeah.
it was just I don't think we have actually. I think
you showed me off camera.
I showed you off camera.
That's what it was.
We did Buenos Tardes, Amigo.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So in a case like that, the title says it all, right?
That's what I'm
like
saying.
we lost Eddie, and here's
God.
my guitar crying for him.
Please go check that song out, y'all, because y'all give us so much dope stuff. Like the Philosopher King, bro. I'm serious. Patreon gives us the best suggestions. Like, this is a song that I will play for the next 2 months.
Yes.
I love it, man.
It is crazy how Patreon does that, right?
Yes.
Because through the regular comment section, we get a lot of, popular titles.
Which is okay.
Yeah, but Patreon gives us that nuanced stuff, the deep dive into something, that we wouldn't have gotten normally.
Man.
And we find some gems.
100%.
Yes.
Now, as far as he spoke a little bit about a man who conquered, and you had mentioned.
So it was Cortez the Explorer.
Okay.
I guess he's calling him Cortez Killer because.
That's what I was wondering. Like, he was talking about.
They did, what was his name? Hernan Cortez? Something like that. But they fought the Aztecs. In Montezuma.
Who were the beautiful women that all worshipped him? That's what I was wondering.
And why did the Aztec ladies?
And why did the gods fear him? Like,
conqueror.
That's the only thing I could tie killer into it. Is like, why did the gods fear you? Or was it just stories told by the?
You get. I don't know. I'd have to look back at the story. Like, this is stuff you cover in high school, but
it's like, what I want to compare that part to? I think it was Christopher Columbus, but where he came over and he was like, he knew astrology so well, or astronomy. I always get those two mixed. But he was like, if you don't give me your crops, then this moon will turn blood red and my God will take over. You know what I'm talking about?
Nah.
Yeah, and then he knew that it was going to be a blood moon that the next day.
Yeah.
And they came back and they was like, oh my God, this dude's a ruler. He was like, no, I just knew that was going to happen. But they didn't know that, the indigenous people. Yeah.
I bet that's been pulled many times.
And they probably looked at him like, dude, this dude's a god. Like, how did he know? We always see a white moon, but he said...
Well, you think about it. If you're indigenous to an area, which even the natives weren't technically indigenous, they came from Asia many years before that, but...
and then before that, from Africa.
Everybody came from Africa.
Did.
Yeah.
Is anybody really indigenous? Really?
No, only if you live in one specific part of Africa would you actually be indigenous, and your people never left there.
All right, continue.
But anyway, if you're a culture that has lived in this place and you really don't have knowledge of outside cultures, right? And this conqueror, this explorer, this guy brings an army over and is wiping out everybody, you kind of look at that as a powerful god, right? In a way.
Yeah. And God forbid the moon turns red.
But you have heard of Montezuma's revenge, though, right?
What do you mean?
They got like dysentery or something. And they all crap their guts out.
Yeah, they no, I thought they their eyes started bleeding and like they were profusively vomiting.
I don't remember exactly all what happened, but I know that the Montezuma is where the phrase Montezuma's revenge. Whenever you get diarrhea.
Yeah. Man, that's crazy how history. Maybe, hey, some people believe in karma, some people don't. Maybe that was their karma.
Yeah,
you wiped out.
A lot of people look at it that way. Yeah,
you wiped out a bunch of people. Well, get ready to puke crazy
Yeah.
and shit your brains out for the next 3 weeks until you have
Have
no
fun with that food poisoning.
Exactly, man. The Philosopher King, thank you so much for all your love and support on Patreon. Again, guys, if you want to support the channel, the best way to do that is through Patreon. It's only $5 a month. It puts your video in rotation. We get suggestions and threads amongst many other things, but ultimately, it helps me and Smoke Dog put these videos out. We do every single day, and the Philosopher King just gave you a prime example as to why that is.
Absolutely.
100%, guys. Give us your interpretation of this song down in the comment section. And what do we do next? By Neil Young. And with that being said, my name's Barry Hollywood 6. Bye.
I am Larry Smokey Ramirez. Cohen.
And we are
over
and
out.
Deuces.
Yeah, boy.
Great song, man.
Yeah. Neil Young must have spent a lot of time there.
Maybe.
I want to thank you guys for spending a little bit of time with us today. If you want to see the last video we did, just click right over here. Or if you want to see another artist that we covered, just click right over here. If you guys want to support the channel, please consider joining our Patreon right over here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one. Deuces.